going to start in our D shape. And we're going to start with our first finger on the second fret of the third string. Play this open second string. Place our third finger on the third fret of the second string, and then go right into D. And this is the pattern we're doing. We're going to play twice, but I'm not going to play the bass note with the second time. I'm just going to play the melody part, and then we're going to slap. So practice that. And we can actually add the bass note in between that. So we have, and now we're going to place our pinky on this 5th fret of the first string, and we're going to slide up as we slap to the 8th fret. Then we're going to come back down into our G shape, and we're going to have our middle finger resting on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, and our first finger on the 2nd fret of the first string. And you'll notice, by the way, that I'm pulling off. I'm not plucking it a bunch of times with my right hand. And then we're going to place our 3rd finger on this 3rd fret of the 2nd string, keeping this strumming pattern. Then we're going to lift our 3rd finger off, come into our E minor shape, but we're going to keep our 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And then we're going to come back to our G shape. Then we're going to come back to our D. So from the top we have So we're back in our D, and we're going to play the D and lift our middle finger off. And that's going to happen in our melody, so. And then we're going to lift our 3rd finger off. So we have. And you'll notice that I slap every time I come back to the D. Practice that a few times. Now we're going to transition into our G shape again, keeping this 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, playing the open E, aka the top 1st string. And I'm slapping every single time. Into our E minor shape. This is the chorus where I'm hammering on this 3rd finger and then playing the open 1st string. And then we're going to place our 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string, lift off, back to G, and then we're going to do the same push on. Open 1st string, back to D. So we have from the top, So basically, we play the open D string, place our pinky on, lift it off, lift our middle finger off, and then play the open second string. Go back into our G shape, and we're going to put our first finger actually on the second fret of the first string. Same mechanic that we used with the D string, or the D chord. And now we're going to go into the chorus, do a push on. We're just playing the open E string. You can also slide up if you want, but we're just gonna stick with the E string for now. Then we're gonna place our middle finger on the second fret of the first string. Going back into our G shape with, of course, the third finger on the third fret of the second string. E minor. We're gonna do the same thing we did in the opening. Just remember you have that chord progression, so you have the D, and then you have the G, and you have your E minor, back to G, back to D. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I definitely used a little bit of a different style on this tutorial. I didn't cover every single strumming pattern and every single slap I did because it makes the video way too long, and it's even harder to follow. So I left you with parts where you can customize and you can just play around with it as much as you want. So thank you for watching the tutorial, and I will see you in the next video.